Students, let us start with the third poem, A Tiger in the Zoo by Leslie Norris. A short biography on him. He was rightly called as George Leslie Norris. He was born on 1921, death 2006. He was a prize-winning Welsh poet and a short story writer. He is considered as most important Welsh writers of the post-war period, and his literary works have won many prizes. Here, in this poem, the poet is trying to bring about a contrast between a tiger in the zoo and also the tiger in its natural habitat. The poem moves from the zoo to the jungle and back again to the zoo. He tries to explain the agony and helplessness of a caged tiger that lives in a zoo. He also explains what his life could be if he had been a free animal. The poet has tried to explain about the condition of animals that are caged by the human beings for their own fun. Now let us start with the poem. We will go through each stanza and then I will explain. He stalks in his vivid stripes, the few steps of his cage, on paths of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. Here the poet says that the tiger that is confined in the zoo moves around in the cage under his bright colored skin. He further tries to bring about that the tiger can take only a few steps because the cage is small and it is not easy to move in it. He is trying to say that one cannot hear his footsteps because he has a very soft feet, like velvet, because of which there is no sound of the tiger's footsteps. The tiger tries to control his anger by quietly walking in the limited area of his cage. He is angry because he is not free. Next, he should be lurking in the shadow, sliding through long grass, near the water hole where plump deer pass. Here, the poet says that if the tiger was free, he would have hid himself behind the long grass near the water bodies so that he could easily catch a deer in order to have its food. Basically, the poet wants to say that the actual life of a tiger is to live in the jungle, where he could catch his prey and eat it, but the tiger in the cage cannot do so. Next thing, he should be snarling around houses at the jungle's edge, baring his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Now here, the poet says that if the tiger would have been free, he would have snarled. It's a snarling means warning sound made by the animals. Snarled around the houses located at the outskirts of the forest. He would have made all the people scared with his sharp tooth and claws. This would create fear among the people living in the villages. So this is where the tiger is now located. He is located near the village. That means he is in his natural habitat. Now let us continue. But he is locked in a concrete cell, his strength behind bars, stalking the length of his cage, ignoring visitors. Now the poet comes to the reality of the tiger, that is inside the zoo or inside the cage. He is trying to say that the tiger is confined in a strong cell which is made of strong building materials. He is further trying to say that tiger is behind the bars, so his anger is also behind the bars. He just takes walks in the cage. He is never trying to terrorize the visitors because his power, his strength is restricted in that cage. Therefore, he will never hurt or make the visitors scared because he cannot attack them. Let us continue. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. Now, here the poet says that in the night, that is in the zoo, the tiger hears the sounds of the patrolling car. Now, patrolling here, the people, the guards who are there in the zoo who takes care of the animal. So, usually it is the vehicle of a police which are used to guard at night. So, in the night, the tiger hears the sound of these cars. He then stares at the shining stars with his shining eyes. The poet wants to say that the tiger is sad, and as he is confined in the cage, so he cannot do anything. Therefore, he stares at the star in the night and tries to divert his thought towards them. Here we can see that the poet is trying to bring about the contrast. He is trying to say that the animal which is famous for its fearlessness and freedom is confined and sad due to the human beings who want to derive pleasure by looking at him in the zoo cage. So, we have to take care of our environment in its natural habitat if it is possible. So, this is what the poet is trying to say in this poem.